But today, Revelations chapter 2. We're going to talk about the churches. Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamos, Thyatira. Thyatira. Revelation chapter 2, verse 1. Unto the angel of the church of Ephesus write, These things saith he that holdeth the 7 stars in his right hand, and walketh in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks. I know thy works and thy labor, thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil. And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not, and hast found them liars. How did they try the apostles? By searching out, just like in the book of Acts. They looked at the things that were written, where? In the law, in the prophets. And then they weighed the things that they said against that. They did not have a New Testament as you might think. Think about it. And this is what you do. All right. Now let's go on. Verse 3. And has borne and has patience. And for my name's sake has labored and has not fainted. They were consistent. They had patience. They waited. Although it seemed like a long trek, they kept it up. Like we should do. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Now, we would say if they kept patience, and if they have labored and not fainted, how did they leave the first love? Apparently, it might be they might not have kept the Sabbath. They might have shirked off some ordinance of the Most High that they could keep. Now, leaving your first love. When you first fall in love, what you going to do? You're going to do those things that please your mate. You're going to try to make, you're going to try to see if they please. You try not to do those things that does not please your mate. Now, verse 4, Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Remember therefore whence thou art fallen, and repent. Do thy first works, or else I will come to thee quickly, and I remove thy candlestick out of the place. I'm going to wipe you out, except you repent. How he's going to wipe you out? He's going to use men. And that did happen. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God, the beautiful garden of God. It's a Persian word. The etymology comes from the Persian. It means beautiful garden, paradisio. Okay? Verse 8. And unto the angel of the church in Smyrna write, These things saith the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. Now, you got to dodge the hijack. These things said the first and the last. No, Jesus is not the first and Jesus is not the last. The Most High is the first and the last. Now, Jesus is one which was dead and is now alive. Yet he lived, but he's not the first and the last. God is. Yahweh is. Yahusha is. Sanini Nanini is. Heya is. Is. There is no beginning, no ending to the existence of the Spirit, which we call that of our understanding. Okay, now, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Thou art rich. Something happened here on the computer. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but of the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. He gives you promises. And unto the angel of the church of Pergamos write, These things saith he which hath sharp sword with 2 edges. I know thy works and where thou dwellest, and even where Satan's seat is. It should be Satan's. It's more than one. Satan's seat is. Thou holdest and thou holdest fast my name. Thou hast not denied my faith, even in those days wherein Antipas was my faithful martyr, who was slain among you, where Satan dwelleth. But I have a few things against thee, because thou hast dared them that hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast a stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed unto idols, and to commit fornication. In the Greek, fornication is a relationship between a married person and a married person, or two unmarried persons. That's fornication. Eat things sacrificed to idols. Be careful of whom you sit at the table with. So, 15, thou also them that hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which thing I hate. Apparently it had to be something that can do with against the commandments of the Most High. It had to be something that was against the commandments of the Most High. He said, repent, stop it, don't do it anymore. Simple, but we're complicated. Or else I will come unto thee quickly and fight against them with the sword of my mouth. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that will overcome, I will give to eat the hidden manna. The same manna they ate when they were going from Egypt all the way down to Memre, down Capernaum. He said, how is that? It takes longer to get down there. But anyway, let's look at this. He said, behold, he said, I know thy works and faith and thy patience. And let me get that again. I'm trying to read this pretty fast to get this 10 minutes out the way. And the last to be more than first. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest the woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit fornication. In other words, it's okay if you have sex between each other. And she repented not. We'll get into Jezebel in some other lesson somewhere. Behold, I will cast her into a bed, and them that commit adultery with her unto great trouble, except they repent of their deeds. And I will kill her children with death. You're talking about your baby mamas, man. And all the churches shall know that I am he which searches the reins of the heart, and I will give unto every one of you according to your works. You create bastards laying with these women. Some of these women are very conniving. Satan has set it up where they get welfare, all kind of child support and everything, support themselves from you. He said he's going to kill their children with death. Know what's going on in the U.S.? Getting killed in the streets by the police. Some of everything. Now some of these kids escape. But unto you I say, in the rest in Thyatira, as many have not this doctrine, and which have not known the depths of Satan, as they speak, I will put none other burden. In other words, you keep yourself, man. Don't make bastards. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. He that overcometh and keepeth my works. What is his works? Righteousness. What is his works? The law. Those are works of faith. To him will I give power over the nations. Chapter 2. He will dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Psalms chapter 2. Read that. And verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. And I will give him the morning star. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. Yes, there are warnings. There are promises for doing that which is right. And there's warnings for continuing in what is not right, especially for the Hebrew or the Bantu person. You may not believe, but the fact is, doesn't count you out. You are included, whether you know it or not, in this whole thing. Some people, they have gone bitter and caused others to falter in the faith. But anyway, we thank you for coming, and we hope that you have been enlightened. Shalom.